Modeling made easy. Let's go over some accelerators to help you and your team model your applications better, faster, and easier. Choose your endpoints first. In order to know where you are going, you have to have a goal to work towards. The first step in building a model is to decide where it is going to begin and end. This is the best way to organize your thoughts and help more easily integrate models together. For example, if you're modeling a login application, because it is possible to enter a valid and invalid password or username, you will have two endpoints, exit and proceed. It is important not to forget your negative conditions. Now you can use the exit endpoint of this model to leave your application and the proceed endpoint to move on to the next flow. Create a happy path. A happy path is the most ideal, successful way to get through your application. It assumes that the user has not entered anything wrong and meets all conditions to complete the desired process. Because you already have your endpoints defined, the happy path would be the most obvious way to get to the proceed endpoint. After this path is created, you can go back and add any permutations or deviations in your flow. An easy way to identify decision blocks is by noting common convergent points throughout your applications, requirements, or user stories. When creating a visual model, organization is key. Anyone who looks through the model, no matter if they are a developer or business analyst, should be able to understand it. This includes adding block names that are easily readable and simple. Utilizing clones or duplicates can also prevent overlapping. When building expansive models, think of your endpoints ahead of time and how they will fit into your model. For example, you might have arrows leading out of one side of your model and the positive outputs flowing in the other direction. It is helpful to keep blocks the same size with proper lettering. What are your boundaries? It may not be important to test all of your application permutations. When building a model, you want to define what output values will change the flow of your process later on. For example, you may not need to model out all quantitative possibilities of making a transfer to a bank account. You will only need to model out the amount that is over the transfer limit, one that is a viable transfer amount, and one that is an invalid entry. Help your testers out. Testers should not have to make decisions after the model has been created. The model should produce all artifacts or descriptions of artifacts that the testers need to run any one test. The output of the model should include things like test steps, data, linked requirements or user stories, and test automation scripts. Model-based testing is meant to shift all decision-making to the model creation time. Utilizing these different techniques will enable you not only to create a great model, but to deliver better products faster to your end users. For more information on ARD best practices, you can use the link in the description below.